6:47, your top stories in our Smart Start for Friday at sunrise. The breaking story everywhere. Microsoft users worldwide reporting outages across many different services.
Might be the first thing you notice this morning, as very early in the day, it's already affected banks, airlines, broadcasters. Some of our fellow sister stations having some trouble, and Delta grounding all flights. It's also affecting Monroe County's IT systems. However, we are told that 911 and emergency lines are still working within the county. The tech company says it's gradually fixing an issue affecting access to Microsoft 365 apps and services. The exact cause, nature, and scale, though, of the outage is unclear.
In other headlines, due in court this morning is a 20-year-old man now charged with attempted aggravated murder after police say he shot an RPD car as an officer sat inside. It
happened near Grape and Smith Streets around 3 yesterday afternoon while the officer was conducting a traffic stop, then heard the shots fired. Police say that the patrol car's lights were on when at least 2 rounds hit that car. The officer able to quickly look up and see the shooter running from the scene. Chief Smith further explains how they were able to catch the suspect so quickly.
Thanks to his bravery, professionalism, he was able to calmly call out on the radio, direct other officers to the area. These officers quickly set up a perimeter around the area, cordoning it off. A yard-to-yard search was then done. At this time, we have multiple people we have detained.
And neighbors that have lived there for decades, they're still reeling, saying this is normally a very quiet area.
It was too close. And it's close to home. Yeah, it was too sad. This is something random.
It's not like this all the time, but you know, it's just crazy.
And in addition to attempted murder, that suspect, 20-year-old Ronald Adams, faces weapons, stolen property, and reckless endangerment charges, all to be arraigned on at 9:30 later this morning.
When that shooting was happening, another city neighborhood was actually having a walk for peace. There were people getting together for the 10th annual Cameron Community Peace Walk, carrying handmade signs, singing songs, all a show of unity against violence. And organizers there say their main mission is to focus on kids.
Is youth-led, you know, they really want to take back their community, especially when the violence is impacting them and they're losing friends. And
so it affects the kids and just being able to go outside. I noticed one of the signs today said we just want to go outside and play. And that's what they want to do. They want to see the crime go down.
Organizers also put on street outreach events. Those are every Tuesday at the Rock Teen Center. Don't be surprised by this. That's the message we're hearing from a local DWI lawyer after learning a Webster police sergeant has been disciplined after being accused of going easy on another off-duty officer who may have been drunk behind the wheel.
For about 40 years, Al Parisi has been handling DWI cases, so he says he's seen it all, but that's not why he wasn't shocked by what happened here. What happened is on this body camera video we're showing you right now, at least part of it recorded on April 1st, when Sergeant Mike Wilder called to Orchard Street, told that a man was passed out in the driver's seat of a parked car, and you can see that car here well off the curb and inside an off-duty RPD officer. After Wilder acknowledges he does know the driver, he turned off his body cam. And according to the Webster Police Chief, he never tried finding out if the driver was drunk, didn't test him, let him off without even documenting the incident. The chief further adds this is not common practice in their department, but Parisi argues in his experience this is common practice everywhere and not just between fellow officers.
Anyone who knows a police officer, right, has a PBA card. Well, what is that PBA card? It's a piece of paper given to them by the union, flash this, that'll show them that you know somebody in the police department, right? That's why they hand out PBA cards. And what is that supposed to get you? The benefit of the doubt, right? And it's a question of, you know, who's entitled to the benefit of the doubt, who's not.
Wilder now on leave pending an internal investigation. And as for that Rochester police officer behind the wheel, RPD says that he'd already been on leave at the time this happened, and he's still on leave today.
News 8, your local election headquarters. Former President Donald Trump did formally accept the Republican Party's nomination for president last night, the final night for the Republican National Convention.
Well, Trump recounted the assassination attempt as well that came close to taking his life. He held a moment of silence for the man who was killed and the 2 people injured in the shooting that happened last Saturday in Pennsylvania.
Meantime, 2 senior House Democrats are telling CBS News they believe President Biden could leave the race in a matter of days. And that's amid all this intense pressure that's mounting from top Democratic lawmakers as well as donors backing off. The White House is pushing back on reports that Mr. Biden intends to withdraw his nomination imminently, and we'll be following that. Your sunrise traffic here, updates at 6:53. We've been clear and green all morning long on our map. The view there from the west side, and we're still good to go on our expressways right around the metro, doing just fine here this Friday.
I certainly love to hear it. Well, happening today, a local student-run radio station. They say they need your help to keep their programs on air.
These kids are the DJs. WBER has been around since 1985. These are real broadcasts for BOCES students serving the community. Aron Spitzer's live at their fundraiser today. Aron.
Yeah, guys, insane how many people are here so far enjoying this live broadcast. We're here with Brian Cardilli, who is a Friday morning show co-host here. Tell me a little bit about WBER.
WBER stands for BOCES Educational Radio. It was started by Monroe #1 BOCES as a way to allow high school students to get some experience with radio. Part of the radio and TV class back in the day, but local high schools, they form radio clubs. They get a board in their school, and kids put together their playlists, their mic breaks, and they get real-world experience in radio, which is fantastic. It's an opportunity that they normally, wouldn't get anywhere else.
Why do a pop-up merch event?
Well, we need funding to do what we do. We're a non-commercial radio station, so we do two major fundraisers a year, and we rely on our WBER family, who's out here supporting us right now, to raise money for the station operation. And today we've got pop-up merch. We've got hoodies, t-shirts, hats, stickers, posters, patches to help raise some money so we can continue serving the local students.
Awesome, and this is starting officially at 7, although there's plenty of people here. Guys, I'm tossing it back. Plenty of people. Throwing it back to you.
Already in line, Ron, for those sweatshirts, the good hats. Brennan, you had your eye on those?
Yeah, those hats, vintage. Yeah. Awesome.
Looks cool, yeah.
They've been around for so long, and it's just a Rochester staple.
Yeah.
BER.
Yeah, it supports the kids. They need those immersive learning opportunities.
And they get to do it FM, too, which is awesome. Right. So many times just like smaller, maybe AM. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and they're broadcasting outside because you can broadcast outside today.
Lovely.
Yeah, one of those days where you don't need a rain backup plan for any of those weekend activities. Going to be just fantastic. A lot happening down in Canandaigua. We've got up here, you've got the Pride Fest tomorrow happening, that parade shutting things down in parts of the city, so keep an eye out for that tomorrow as well. Just so many concerts and events happening over the next few days. You can enjoy it. Rain chances do return as we get into next week. You see some heat and humidity there as well, but we'll worry about that then.
Yeah, that's a next week problem for this show. I'm looking forward to this weekend. So much to do.
Put it off, get out there, enjoy it, everybody. That does it for us at Sunrise here on air. We'll see you back here in half an hour.
Have a great day.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, Twitter, and on our app for news and weather.